online dating. It's basically the modern way of telling everyone that they're fucking terrible, that they're never good enough, that, you know, those hundreds of thousands of people that you can meet, well, probably millions, let's be realistic, those millions of people that you can meet throughout the entire internet, that you're not good enough for any one of them. Like, let's be realistic, dude. You go up onto fucking Tinder or OkCupid, you create a profile, you take a selfie, you're like, damn, bitch, I look sexy as fuck. And then you go upload it and you're all proud of it. You type out your profile. I like sick memes and I like browsing Tinder. I'm trying to find someone who can share good memes with me and fuck me up the ass, dude. And, you know, you're really proud about it. Or proud of it, I should say, and you go put that out there, and you're like, you sit back, and you're just like fucking holding your arms out, like, bitches, come to me. I want, like, as soon as they see this shit, they're not even gonna have time to swipe right. Their fucking ovaries are gonna explode, like it's gonna be a goddamn nightmare. It's gonna be worse than a zombie apocalypse. Like, the entire female population is just gonna die, like, instantly. Oh my god. And so you're sitting around, you're watching your Tinder profile, and you're just like, you know, you're waiting, and nothing happens. Nothing fucking happens until you start, you know, actually having some conversations with people. You start getting a few matches here and there. You go and talk to some people. Then you start realizing how little value anyone puts on, you know, other people's, like, feelings or their consideration for their time or whatever on the internet. The problem with online dating is that when you start talking to someone that you've never met, I mean, you've seen like a picture of them and you've read a profile that they made that who the fuck knows, it could be completely untrue. And you put no value on that person. In fact, oftentimes you don't even see that person as a human being until you would actually meet them. And is where the problem lies. So if, say, you know, are normally dating, like you manage to meet someone in real life and you go out with them and stuff and you go on dates and whatnot, then you tend to see that person as what they are, and like they're another human. They're, you know, they're not just like you, but you get the point. They're you, in the sense that you're both humans, you both have emotions, you both have feelings and whatnot, and it's possible to hurt those feelings. But the problem with online dating is all you see that person is a, you know, collection of fucking pixels on the screen with their tilt shifted fucking selfie and shit like that they took with their goddamn Samsung Note 3 that has ultra wide selfies and shit like that or something. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm going off on a rant here, but you don't see them as a human. Like, it's obviously they are, like, down deep, you know, like, this is another person, but you place very little value on, you know, anything that makes them them. And I mean, the same is said about, you know, the other person to you. I mean, I honestly don't really have that much experience with online dating because I only did it for like a month or two with fucking OkCupid. That shit was the bomb diggity, okay? I pretty quickly figured out that for that exact reason, it's not for me. Like, the problem with me is all the impressions I make in person. Only reason that people would ever like me is because they see what I'm like in person, and, you know, they get sort of the contrast between what I can be like and what, you know, like, as I said, it's a big contrast. Like, the personality contrast between what I'm doing, like how I am when I'm in a good mood, when I'm in a bad mood, you know, depending on just how I'm feeling that day. You really don't get that through online dating, because, I mean, you're just texting back and forth. You see a picture of someone, you know, like their general hobbies and interests, but that says basically nothing about their personality traits. Not to mention, if there are sites that, I mean, I think OkCupid has something where you could like type out and explain like what type of a person you are. But even that isn't very accurate, because self-analyzing your own personality is pretty fucking difficult. I mean, I could do it to a certain extent and look at myself objectively and try to, you know, put out there what exactly I seem like to other people, or how I think I come off and from what I've been told. But in reality, how you end up, the results of your actions on others and whatnot, and the way that you make them feel, is only something they can judge themselves, and that's pretty much impossible to do through online dating. Not to mention, if things go south through like those conversations and like that, you can pretty much just immediately ignore the person and make them feel like a total worthless piece of shit just because you don't care, because you never cared to begin with, because hey, they're just a username on a website. Like, why? They're basically not human, right, guys? Yeah, basically. I don't give a shit if they die, get fucking T-boned when pulling into an intersection. I don't know, dude. But the point is, online dating is kind of a problem, in my opinion, because the way that people are secluding themselves, sort of with the whole dawn of the internet and whatnot, and the way they're so hesitant to actually interact socially in real life and stuff like that, due to the creation of the internet and how easy it is to talk to anyone anywhere, is really causing an issue with people's ability to be social. People seem to forget that, other humans are exactly that. They're humans. They have feelings, they have emotions, and for some reason that's somehow becoming a norm, like that's becoming okay with people. And don't get me wrong, I know there are a lot of people who are fighting for the same, putting out the same argument, like, what the hell, like, what's happening to us? Like, we seem to stop giving a shit and stop caring about each other, and it's really kind of fucked up, dude. But yeah, the epicenter of that sort of crisis is in online dating, as, anyone can go on there and set up a profile. I mean, it doesn't even really fucking matter how old you are, you can lie. But you go there, and that's where you see where it's sort of originating and where it's at its worst. I mean, by putting yourself out there emotionally and trying to invest yourself in other people and get to know people is as more than just a friend, like that in and of itself is when you're making yourself most vulnerable, because it's very easy for you to go out and be like, oh, I really like this person. You start getting emotionally invested in that person, but if they're not feeling the same way and they also just don't give a shit about you because it's like you're basically not a human, or they just don't give a damn because they're a terrible person, then that's the moment when they can just cut off all ties to you, which to them doesn't fucking matter. To you, matters a lot. And you might be thinking, well, what the hell happened to you, dude? Why are you making this video? Why are you ranting about this? Well, actually, nothing has happened that's been specifically like that. That's sort of bothered me recently, but I just thought it was something that I felt like addressing. I don't know. I don't even know what by putting out this video could possibly do, because it wouldn't reach enough people. Not to mention, it wouldn't reach the right people, the kind of people who do that, who place no value on other people's emotions and feelings. It won't reach them anyways. Not to mention, they probably don't give a shit. I just felt like that was something that really, it's held important to me. I think this extends more than just online dating. Like, whether you're going out to work, you're going to a restaurant, whatever, and you're interacting, wherever you're interacting with other people, just remember that your actions have an effect on, their mood, their day. They can make it good or bad, and one interaction can make or break a person's day, and I definitely know that is 100% true for myself. Anyways, guys, sorry about the lack of uploads over the past week or whatever. I haven't actually counted the days or checked. Just, been going through some shit as per usual, moods going up and down. So I'm going to see if I can come up with a few more topics to do over the next couple days, since I have a few days off of work here. And hopefully I'll get those published, but again, no guarantees as usual. Anyways, for those of you who've been giving a lot of feedback and support and watching the newer videos, I really appreciate it. Glad you guys have been liking that newer style of content. It's really cool seeing that I can go and do that and still get a little bit of positive feedback. It's fun, and honestly I like making these videos a hell of a lot more than those constant let's plays like, I just played DayZ for 5 hours, here's 20 minutes, haha. That's really, it's fun, but it's not that fun. So yeah, anyways, thank you very much for watching. And if you made it through this long-winded outro, congrats? I don't know. You can get a fucking virtual nothing. I'm not even gonna fucking give you anything. Suck a dick.